What is going on, my super sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I'm bringing some Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 news very late at night, but the news must always go on. I have the release date for Xenoverse 2's DLC Pack 2 for both the free pack and the premium pack, and the free pack will be released on the 27th of this month, and then the paid pack, which consists of Shampoo and Vados and a bunch of other stuff, will be released on the 20th of the month. Wow. Bandai literally waited for the last minute to release this, but it is what it is. It's still technically February, so I guess it counts. But we finally have the release date. I'm very excited. And just a couple things I want to discuss before I guess the video is over. So just quickly to summarize everything you're getting in the premium version, which is the paid pack, which is going to be $9.99, or I guess it's free if you already have the season pass or the deluxe version of the game, is going to give you Shampoo and Vados, a new story mode which is going to expand into the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 arc, 8 new attacks, a new stage which is the unnamed planet where Hit fought against Goku and the entire Universe versus 6 versus 7 tournament took place, 3 new costumes, 5 new Super Souls, the new Space Pod vehicle so you can fly around Content City in a Space Pod, which is kind of funny, and then you're going to get some new emotes. Now, as far as the free pack, which again is going to be released on February 27th of this month, the paid pack with Shampoo and Vados comes out on 28th. Again, keep that in mind. Mark your calendars. On the 27th, you're going to get the free update, which consists of 5 costumes, 2 new expert missions, 5 new attacks, a new rule for the Tenkaichi tournament, and then also the ability to change music in the actual stages, and also a bunch of new accessories, I think 3. Now, what's interesting about this is there's 5 new costumes coming out, but they're only listing 4 on this actual press release. And those 4 consist of Zanya, Beidou, Angel 15, and Metacooler, which you can see on the screen. Which leads me to believe that the 5th costume that's going to be released within this free update is going to be hidden behind some kind of special, I guess, requirement. Now, if you guys remember when Xenoverse 2 first came out, there were several items within the game that were locked behind raid rewards, and they consist of stuff like Janemba's sword, they had Titan's hat, they had the hats from the Universe 6 Supreme Kais, and they also had the Lord Zuno top knot hat type of thing as well. And all these items are only unlockable through doing these raids. So now the question is will this 5th set or 5th costume or whatever it is, which I assume is got to be Bojack's outfit, it's the only thing I can think about, when will that be available, and will it be a raid reward, which I'm honestly okay with because the raids, again, have been lacking, and trust me, Bandai has received our feedback. The last couple of raids was kind of a waste of time. I mean, they're fun to do with friends, like I said, you know, I had my rant video that I posted a couple weeks ago, or a couple days ago actually, but like, when it comes down to rewards, they don't feel as rewarding to complete it, because let's be real here, nobody cares about titles. I mean, maybe some of you guys might care about the titles and nicknames, but for the most part, I want to be able to walk around with a trophy. So again, with this new update that's coming out on the 27th, the 5th costume will most likely be locked away behind a future raid, but the question is what would that raid be? Because let's be honest here, since this is a Bojack themed update, it only makes sense that the 5th costume is going to be Bojack's outfit. So now the question is who do we fight to unlock Bojack's outfit? I mean, for all we know, the boss is going to be someone that's already in the game, like let's say, I don't know, Beerus or somebody, and then they're going to give us that reward. But at the same time, this gives Bandai and Dimps an opportunity to make some kind of cool event later in the next couple weeks that rewards us with that outfit as well, on top of that making raids more fun again. So again, I have no idea what's playing with that, but I do know that there is a 5th costume in the game, and it's most likely going to be locked away behind one of these raids, which is cool. I'm okay with that, because at this point, you know, anything to make the raids more fun is better, and if we can get some kind of reward, such as an item, an accessory, or costume, all the better. Now, as far as what else you're going to get in the free update, you're going to get 2 extra missions, as I covered the other day, which consist of Broly and Janemba. The new attacks are called Focus Flash, Jumping Energy Wave, Menacing Flare, Tail Slice, and Wild Hunt, which again, I have no idea what these attacks are, but I'm going to assume because this is so Bojack themed, they probably have something to do with, you know, those characters in that movie specifically. Now the question is since there's so much Bojack stuff coming out, I wonder if we're actually going to get Bojack at some point in the near future. Like, I already know that the controversy with this update was, oh, we get the costumes, but not the characters. Like, come on, Bandy, what are you doing? So maybe they understand now that they need to give us more than just the costumes. And at some point, there's a possibility that we could see Bojack as a character. But again, all speculation. Until I have actual confirmation, don't assume this is actually true. It's just me, like, you know, thinking off the top of the head. Now, the last thing I want to cover as far as the free update is I have the information for the new rules. As you guys remember, the tournament mode, which comes around every so often, is going to have a new option added. And from the sounds of it, they're going to limit you which characters you can actually use. New rules for the Tenkaichi tournament, such as Character Tenkaichi, where all players will have to play as the same character, or the Group Tenkaichi, where all players can only choose characters from a specific group, such as GT Cup. New Tenkaichi reward, the Tenkaichi tournament jersey, which I don't care about the jersey. But it seems like they're going to limit it when this tournament comes around. We can only use certain characters. Like, for example, I assume GT Cup means you can only use GT characters. Or specific character groups means you can only use specific characters. Now, one of the biggest requests that the community has wanted since Xenoverse 1 is the option of being able to choose which characters are limited in actual mode, so it's not always so one-sided. I mean, in Xenoverse 1, everybody used custom created characters, and if you played as a cast character, you pretty much get bodied most of the time just due to the fact that how powerful CACs were. But it seems that this mode is actually going to give us exactly what we want, where we actually get to choose the limitations for what characters can be used, and then you don't have to worry about who's overpowered or what moves they have equipped, because they'll be limited to what they can and can't do, such as the GT Cup, where you can only use GT characters. But again, I don't really have too much details on that, so that's just kind of a theory. So again, until that comes out with more information, it's up in the air. My only problem with this is I hope this is not just limited to the tournament mode, because again, if the tournaments come out so often, like every couple weeks, that's kind of useless for us when we want to play the game daily. Like, I want to be able to go into a player match and set an option where it's like, hey, this is the GT Cup, I guess scrimmage is called that, where you can only use GT characters, or you can only use characters from like the Sand Saga, or you can only use non-CACs. I want to be able to do that in the game, and I'm sure everybody watching this is probably sitting there clapping your hands like, yes, yes, exactly, I want that. I want to be able to have the options. The more options we have as players, the more, I guess, the more happier we become as we play this game. So hopefully, it's not just going to be limited to tournament mode, which comes back every so often, and hopefully this means that we can actually do this in player matches, as well as, endless battles. Also, by the way, if you missed the patch notes that I posted the other day, I'll post the full official English translations in the description below, so go check that out. I do want to mention that there's one mistranslation that was sent to me in the initial video that I made, and that was for Super Explosive Wave. In my video, I mentioned that Super Explosive Wave was going to be changed from 2 key bars to 1, but that was actually mistranslation. The attack they were talking about was actually Key Explosion, and that's going to get changed from requiring 2 key bars to 1, and they also changed how long you can last in the explosion as well. So I'm sorry about that. Looks like Super Explosive Wave, the future Gohan attack, is still going to stay the same. But for the most part, everything else is pretty good. But if you want to see the full list and the changes, I will link the video that I posted, as well as the actual official English translations in the description below, so go check that out. But yeah, that's everything. So again, February, we're not in December. February 28th is when the paid DLC is coming out, which features Violet and Champa and all the cool stuff around that. And then the free update is coming out on the 27th, which is going to give us some new costumes, new extra missions, as well as the ability to change music and stages, and this new tournament mode, which I still don't really know much about. But it seems like this is exactly what we wanted as a community. So whenever we get more information about that, I will let you guys know. But for now, that is all. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to leave a like rating below. Any questions, comments you might have, just drop me a comment down below. And other than that, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, or I guess the rest of your night, because this is late. It's very, very late as I'm posting this. Enjoy the rest of your night, day, whatever. And I'll see you guys in the comment section below. Peace.